Radhaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminithi Namini Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminithi Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurumilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandegam Sri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaisnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Chapatitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Isvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Radhir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Hare Krishna. By Lord Sri Krishna's causeless mercy, every Saturday evening US time and Sunday morning India time, we are studying now in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So we have a different cycle. The other days we are just now finishing in the 10th chapter. Maybe in the next 2 days, 2 lectures, we'll finish the 10th chapter. But here we are in the 4th chapter. So we finished 8 slokas in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The title of this chapter is Transcendental Knowledge. So, in this chapter, in the very beginning, Krishna told Arjuna that he gave this knowledge to sun god Vivaswan, and Vivaswan gave it to Manu, Manu gave it to Ikshvaku, that we already studied. So, this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is not something Krishna spoke to Arjuna for the first time, 5,000 years ago in the battlefield. So this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is Purana. Purana means the oldest language, oldest knowledge. And Krishna said that Sayevaya Maya Tedya Yogaga Proktaga Puradanaga. It's not Purana also, it's Puradana. It's Puradana. Puradana means it's the oldest. That's what I meant, Puradana. So Yogaga Proktaga Puradanaga Bhaktosi me Sakacheti Ragasyamgi Etad Uttamam. And I am giving you this knowledge today because you are my friend and my devotee. Because of that, I am teaching you this most confidential knowledge. Ragasyamgi Etad Uttamam. So for us, we are able to study Bhagavad Gita today and every day. We are studying that same Bhagavad Gita. When Krishna told Arjuna that this is the most secret knowledge, most confidential knowledge, and I am teaching you because you are my friend and my devotee. Bhakto asime sakacheti ragasyamhi etad uttamam. What does that mean that we are studying Bhagavad Gita now? What that means? So that literally means Krishna considers us his friend, his devotee. That's why Krishna is revealing this most confidential knowledge to us. Right now we are able to study Bhagavad Gita, we are able to understand, we are able to make progress in this effort because Krishna treats us his friend and his devotee. That's why we are getting this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, the most confidential knowledge, and we are getting the same way Arjuna understood, nothing different. Nothing different. It's exactly the same way Arjuna understood. The only difference between Arjuna and us is that we are not able to ask questions to Krishna. But when we understand this entire Bhagavad Gita fully, we will find it out that there are no questions for us to ask to Krishna. There is no more questions. Whatever is needed for us, everything has been already asked by Arjuna. And everything has been answered by Krishna. Kesava Arjuno Punyam. So, when Sanjaya said at the end in the 18th chapter, so by the mercy of, by the Kesava and Arjuna, Samvadam imam asrausam. So I am able to hear this Samvadam. So there is what he says that Sanjaya Vacha Ityaham Vasudevasya Partasya Chamahatmanaga Samvadam imam asrausam adbhutam romaharshanam Ityaham Vasudevasya Partasya Chamahatmana. The great souls, of course, Krishna is the super soul, Vasudeva and Partha, that is Arjuna. Vasudevasya Parthasya cha Mahatmanaga Samvadam imam asrausam adbhutam romaharsanam. So when I hear about their equivocal instructions, their conversation, Samvadam imam asrausam adbhutam romaharsanam. That is so wonderful, my hairs are standing on end. So adbhutam romaharsanam. Then Vyasa Prasada Chutavan Yetat Guhyamaham Param Yogam Yogeswarat Krishnat Sakshat Kadayataga Swayam. So, by the mercy of the Vyasadev, Vyasa Prasada Chutavan, I have heard this topmost confidential knowledge, Yetat Guhyamaham Param. Vyasa Prasada Chutavan Yetat Guhyamaham Param. Yogam Yogeswarat Krishna Sakshat Kadayataga Swayam. So the master of all mystics, Krishna, he gave this knowledge, he spoke this knowledge which I could hear. Rajan Samsmritya Samvadam Imam Adbhutam Kesavarjunayo Punyam Krishyami cha Mugur Mugur. Rajan, O Raja, O King. Sanjay is addressing Dhritarashtra. Rajan, Samsmritya Samvadam imam adbhutam. Samsmritya means by keep recollecting. That's what Samsmritya. Rajan, Samsmritya Samvadam imam adbhutam. Kesavarjunayo punyam. Kesavarjunayo punyam Hirsyami cha muhur. So by the Punyam, by the Kesava and Arjuna. So by their mercy, I've got this Krishyami cha muhur. So by remembering it again and again, I am getting so much happiness. I'm enjoying this. Krishyami cha muhur. That's what he's saying. Tacha samsmritya rupam ati adbhutam hari vismayo me Mahan Rajan Hrishyami cha punaga. So Tacha Samsmritya Rupam Ati Adbudam Haregi. That is Hari. So Ati Adbudam means it is so wonderful, extremely wonderful, beautiful. So Ati Adbudam Hari. Who's Krishna's form? Rupam Ati Adbudam Hari. So when I think about this again and again, I derive so much happiness. That's what Sanjaya is saying there. Sanjaya is telling. So that Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, who gave this knowledge to Arjuna, and he told it, and you are my dear friend and my devotee, and that's why I'm giving you this knowledge. Yategam priyamanaya vakshyami hitakamiya. In the 10th chapter, first sloka, Krishna says that Bhuya eva mahabhago sunume paramam vasaga Yatteyam priyamanaya vakshyami hitakamya. So I am giving you this knowledge because for your benefit, because you are my dear. So you are so much dearer to me. So for your benefit, I am giving you this knowledge. So that way, Krishna is so much dearer to us, and Krishna is so much merciful upon us, and he is giving this knowledge. We are able to hear this Bhagavad Gita, study and understand this Bhagavad Gita every day. We are making great progress. We are understanding all these slokas very nicely. And Krishna is giving us all the knowledge what we want, what we need. What we need. We need this knowledge. We need to get out of this material veil. We should know who are we, who am I. We should know. I am not the body, I am the soul. No one is in this world is a body, everyone is the soul. But the soul is stuck inside this material body. That is the fake. The fake that is that we are forced, we are stuck inside this material body. We need to relieve ourselves. We need to free ourselves from this material body. How is that going to be possible? It is definitely going to be possible because already we have got Krishna's mercy. Already Krishna is considering us his friend, as his devotee. That's why he is revealing this topmost secret to us. This most confidential knowledge is getting revealed to us because Krishna treats us his devotee. That's the main thing. And we are getting this knowledge for sure. We are enjoying this knowledge. We are relishing. It's so much happiness it brings to us. This Bhagavad Gita, it makes so much our life very much meaningful. This Bhagavad Gita. So that way we are making a great progress and we are studying and understanding. So, and we also understand very important concept is that, very important science is that Krishna already gave this knowledge and Arjuna asked the question then how can I understand that you gave this knowledge in the beginning to sun god Vivaswa? So Lord Rama comes in the Sun dynasty, in the Ikshvaku Parampara. So Dasarada, King Dasarada is coming in the Ikshvaku Parampara. So Krishna gave this knowledge to Vivaswan, Vivaswan gave it to Manu, Manu gave it to Ikshvaku. That way, Krishna gave this to Vivaswan. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna gave this knowledge to Vivaswan, sun god Vivaswan. And this knowledge is going to be there forever. This is eternal knowledge. This is Sanatana Dharma. It is everlasting. This knowledge can never ever be changed. It is always the same. And there is nothing else which is purer than this Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the purest knowledge. Nahi jnanena sadarsam pavitra miha vidyade. So, when compared to this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, there is nahi pavitram. Nothing else is pure. That's what nahi pavitram. So there is nothing else is purer than this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Nahi jnanena sadarsam pavitramika vidyate tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaga kalenatmani vindati. So during the course of time, you will be able to enjoy kalenatmani vindati. When we get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita fully, so then when we realize, when we understand we are the soul, we are not this body, and when we are able to apply this knowledge in our life, in our everyday life, in each and every activity, when we are not attached to the results of our activities, when we are connected only with Krishna, only when we surrender to Krishna completely, so then we will be able to enjoy this knowledge, enjoy this life. That's what Tatsvayam Yoga Samsiddhaga Kalenatmani Vindadi. Yoga Samsiddhaga will achieve perfection in this yoga. Yoga Samsiddhaga Kalenatmani Vindadi. Or in the due course of time. Kalenatmani Vindati means in the due course of time we are going to enjoy. We are going to get that unlimited happiness. We are going to experience unlimited happiness with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. There is absolutely no doubt about this. And in this knowledge, Krishna is telling Arjuna that both you and me have taken many, many births in the past, Arjuna, but you don't remember any of them. I know all of them. Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tavacha Arjuna tani aham veda sarvani natvam veta parantapa. I know all of them. I remember all of them, but you don't know them. Both you and me have taken many, many births in the past. And Krishna's birth is very special. Krishna's birth is not like ours. Krishna says that Name Patasi Kartavyam Trishu Lokesu Kinchana Nanavaptam Avaptavyam Varta Evacha Karmani. In all these three worlds, there is no duty is there for me. Nothing is going to force me to do anything, and nor I have to obtain anything by doing the duty. But still Krishna came here. So that means Krishna is not forced to accept this material body here. So Krishna directly came in his own body. Krishna's body. Swamadhishtaya. So Krishna came in his own body. Ajopisan avyayatma. Is avyayatma. Bhutanam iswaropisan prakritim swamadhishtaya sambhavami atma mayaya. So prakritim swamadhishtaya sambhavami atma maya. Krishna, by his own internal potency, he directly came to this world. So that way we cannot consider that Krishna took birth and Krishna died. That's all nonsense. That's all not true. Krishna is the supreme personality of God. He can do whatever he wants. We cannot bring him, we cannot think Krishna like us, ourselves. Krishna can simultaneously expand into many, many Krishnas. Krishna can do anything. So, because he is God, because he is the supreme God, and we get that knowledge from Bhagavad Gita fully, without any doubt, without any confusion. Everything is very straightforward and very clear. In this Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us, giving us this knowledge completely for us to understand. So, when we use this knowledge in our life, in every day, in our daily activities, if we completely, only fully depend on Krishna only completely, then our life is going to be very, very, very blissful life. That's what we are getting. So, in the 4th chapter, then Krishna said that the reason for him to come to this world. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srajami. Whenever there is a decline in righteousness, whenever there is a predominant rise of religion, at that point of time, I myself appear. Millennium after millennium. Paritranaya sadhuna, vinasaya chaduskrutam, dharma samsthapanartaya, sambhavami yuge yuge. So to protect the pious and annihilate the miscreants and to establish the principles of dharma, I appear millennium after millennium. So Krishna comes here directly. Or his avatars. Then Krishna is continuing in the sloka what we are studying today in the 4th chapter, 9th sloka. It's a very important sloka which I have quoted many, many times in the past. Krishna is saying that Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sorjuna. So Krishna's janma, Krishna's karma is divyam, is divine. That's what we need to understand. So that way, Krishna's birth is very, very special. It's divine. Krishna just came here in his own body, just Krishna came directly here. That is the main thing. So that way, Janma and his karma, his activities are so transcendental. He gave this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. He was driving Arjuna's chariot and Krishna did so many wonderful pastimes. Everything is so much wonderful and we can really, really enjoy Krishna's leelas. Unfortunately, in this material world, people just go and watch movies and they think that those heroes are great. But that is nonsense. Real hero is our Krishna. Our Krishna is the real hero. Krishna is the supreme hero. Krishna is the superstar. Krishna is everything, supreme star. All those things is Krishna only. So we need to understand. So that way, Krishna's activities, Krishna's actions, they are all very divine, very transcendental. So if we are just able to enjoy, like Machitta, Madgata Prana, Bodhayantaga Parasparam, Kadayantascha Mam Nityam Tushyanti Charamanti. So all the time if we think about Krishna, so Krishna is saying that my devotees always they think about me. They dedicate their lives unto me. They converse about me only. They talk about only me. When they meet each other, they always talk about me. And they derive great satisfaction and bliss. That's what we need. We need to know, we need to remember Krishna. We need to know about Krishna. We need to talk about Krishna. We need to think about Krishna. Everything should be in our life only Krishna. Without Krishna, we are nothing. Ichchapi sarvabhutanam bijam tadaham Arjuna. Natadasti vinayatsyan. Krishna is saying that Natadasti vinayatsyan maya bhutam characharam. So without me there is nothing exists. Either moving or non-moving, nothing exists without me. So that way, Krishna's actions are very divine. Janma karma cha me divyam. Evam yo veti tattvadaga. Anyone who understands the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities. That's what anyone who understands. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvadaga. What's going to happen to us? What's going to happen if we just understand? If we just go and read Krishna's story. It's not story, it's history. It's Krishna's pastimes. If we just go and read about Krishna, so what is going to happen in our life? Krishna is saying that Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvadaga tyaktva degam punarjanma nayeti. When we give up this body, we are not going to get another birth in this material world. Tyaktva degam punarjanma nayeti mameti. You will come to me. Mameti. You will come to me. That's what Krishna is saying. We are not going to take another birth in this material world because we will go to Krishna's way. Tyaktva degam punarjanma nayeti mameti sorjam. Then in the next sloka, Krishna is continuing in the 4th chapter, 10th sloka. Vitaraga baya krodha manmaya mamupashitaha bhagavo jnana tapasa puta madbhavam agataha. Vita, raga baya krodha. Vita means free from. So already in the 2nd chapter, in the sloka number 56 we studied, Krishna said that Dukkeshu anudvigna manaha Sukeshu vigata sprighaga Mitaraga bayakrodaga Stitadir muniruchyate. So Krishna used that same line Vitaraga bayakroda in the 2nd chapter. So one who is not disturbed in mind when there is distress, or one who is not elated when there is happiness, and one who is free from attachment, fear and anger, so he is said to be a sage of steady mind. Vitaraga bhaya krodha stitadir muniruchyate. So here Krishna is saying that Vitaraga bhaya krodha, that same line Krishna is using here, free from raga bhaya krodha. Raga is the attachment. If we are freed from the attachment, then there is no bhaya, no krodha. That means no fear and no anger. This fear and anger comes only when we are attached. When we are attached, when we have attachment to the material sense objects, then we have fear and anger. But if we have no attachment, then there is no fear, no anger. So that's why Krishna is saying that Vitaraga bhaya krodha, manmaya mam upashitaga. Manmaya, always thinking about me, mam upashitaga, by taking shelter unto me. This one, manmaya mam upashitaga. Bhagavo jnana tapasa putha madbhava magataga. Bhagavo, many persons in the past, jnana tapasa, with the help of knowledge and austerities, penances. So Bhagavo jnana tapasa putha, purified themselves, purified. After purifying themselves, madbhava magataga, they attained my nature. That's what Krishna is saying there. Bhagavo jnana tapasa puta madbhava magataga. So we are also going to do like that. We are also going to go to attain Krishna's nature. We are going to go to Krishna's way. We are going to be freed from this material world, material modes of nature. It's going to happen. There is no doubt about it, because that's why we are studying Bhagavad Gita. So that way, Krishna's message is going to happen. Then in the next sloka, sloka number 11, Krishna is continuing in the 4th chapter. Ye yatha mam prabhatyante tam stataiva bhajamyaham mama vatmanu vattante manushyaga partha sarvasaga. To the extent one surrenders unto me, yayata mam prabatyante. To the extent one surrenders unto me, Krishna is saying that tam stataiva bhajamyaham. So to that extent I shall also worship you. Prabhupada has translated here as that I shall reward him. So I reward him. That's what Prabhupada says. I reward them to the extent one surrenders unto me. But Krishna here, this loving relationship is actually two-way. When we love Krishna, Krishna is already loving us. There is no doubt. We need to love Krishna. And Krishna wants to serve us. That is the main thing. It is not that we always say that Krishna is the master and we are the servant and we need to serve Krishna, we need to please Krishna. That's not the case. Actually, Krishna is waiting to serve us. Whatever Arjuna, he was serving Arjuna. Arjuna asked Krishna to be his charioteer. So Arjuna asked Krishna to take his chariot between both the armies. Senayor Ubayor Madhye Ratam Stapaya Me Achyuta Yavadetan Nirikshayagam Yodhakaman Avastitan Kairmaya Sagayodavyam Asmin Rana Samudyame. You take my chariot between both the armies. I want to see who are all there assembled on both sides, with whom I must contend, with whom I must fight. As a servant, Krishna immediately took the chariot between both the armies, and as reporting to the master, Krishna was reporting to Arjuna, you look at all the sons of Dhritarashtra assembled here. I have brought your chariot between both the armies. You look at them. That's how Krishna worked as a servant. Yama muktva Rishikesham Gudakesena Bharata, Rishikesaga Gudakesena Bharata, Senayor Ubayor Madhye Stapayitva Rathottamam, Bhismadrona Pramukataga, Sarvesam cha Mahikshitam, Uvacha, Partha Pasyetan Samavetan Kuruniti. Partha, behold, look at here, Samavetan Kuruniti, all the sons of, all the Kauravas assembled here, the sons of Dhritarashtra assembled here. You look at them. Like that, Krishna has told Arjuna as a servant. The Supreme Personality of Godhead was simply serving Arjuna here. Even Arjuna says in the 11th chapter we are going to study, Arjuna tells Krishna, by thinking you as my friend, I have racially addressed you as Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, Hey Saketi. Saketi matva prasabam yaduktam, Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, Hey Saketi. Ajanata mahimanam. Without knowing your greatness, ajanata mahimanam, due to my madness or due to my love upon you, so I addressed you very rashly, and I ate on the same plate with you without knowing that you are the Supreme Personality of God. I slept on the same bed with you, I sat with you, all those things. Vihara sayyasana bhojanesu, all those things I have done. So Krishna accepted all those things. Krishna was doing all those things to Arjuna. Krishna was serving Arjuna so many times. So that way Krishna is also serving us. That's what we need to know. Yayata mam prabatyante tam sataiva bhajamyakam mama vartmanu vartante manushyaga pata sarvasagam. Mama vartmanu vartante manushyaga pata sarvasagam. So the same line, these two lines Krishna has already said in the 3rd chapter. In the 3rd chapter, sloka number 23, we already studied. So there Krishna said that Yadi hyaham navarteyam jatu karmanyathantritaga mamavatmanu vartante manushyaha partha sarvasaha. The same thing Krishna is repeating here. Mama vartmanu vartante manushyaga partha sarvasaga. Means all men follow my path in all respects. That's what mama vartmanu vartante. That's why to the extent you surrender unto me, to that extent I shall also surrender unto you. I will also serve you. I also love you. I also worship you. I also pray to you. That's what Krishna is saying that. Bhajami akam. Bhajami akam. That's what Krishna is saying. So that way, this is not just one way, it's pleasing each other. Krishna is also trying to please us. Krishna also wants to please us. It is not that we only want to please Krishna. So that way, the Supreme Personality of God, Sri Krishna. So we just have to accept Krishna's service. That's it. We should let Krishna to serve us. We should not be struggling in this material world, going after material sense objects. We should just surrender unto Krishna lovingly, and we should let Krishna to serve us. So that way we can just go and glorify Krishna's name everywhere. That's it. Our goal is only to praise the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So in the next sloka, sloka number 12 in the 4th chapter, Krishna is continuing that Kanksham taga karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devataga Shipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. Kanksham means desiring. Desiring karmanam siddhim. That means success of the work. Karmanam siddhim. Desiring the success. That's what Kankshantaka karmanam siddhim yajanta iga devataga. People will worship other gods, demigods. Yajanta iga devataga. So by doing so, very quickly they will get what they want. Kshipramgi manuse loke. So siddhir bhavati karmaja. So they will get the fruits of their activities. Siddhir bhavati karmaja. Very quickly by worshipping the demigod. But the problem here is that if you worship Krishna, then Krishna has used the word same Kshipram in the 9th chapter we studied. Krishna has used the same word Kshipram. Krishna said that Kshipram bhavati dharmatma sasvachantim nigacchati kaunteya pratijanigi name bhaktaga pranasyati. So my devotee who always thinks about me, so he will quickly become righteous and he will attain everlasting peace of mind. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma sasvachantim nigacchati kaunteya pratijanigi name bhaktaga pranasyati. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee will never perish. So here Krishna is using the word same Kshipram. So there is Kankshantaka karmanam siddhim yajanta iga devataga Kshipram hi manuse loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. So very quickly they will get what they want by worshipping the other gods, demigods. But the problem in the 7th chapter, Krishna is saying that Antavatu param tesam tadbhavati alpamedasam devan devayayo yanti madbhaktaga yanti mamapi. Antavatu param tesam. So that Kshiprami manuse loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. So we'll quickly get what we want by worshipping demigods. But the problem is that those fruits will end very soon. It will come to an end. Antavatu palam tesam tadbhavati alpamedasam. So less intelligent, who have no intelligence, that's why they go after this temporary material things. But those who are intelligent, they will go to Krishna and they want only Krishna's well Goloka. They don't want anything else in this material world. They know that whatever we need, Krishna is going to provide us. Why we need to worry about it? Why we need to ask Krishna, give me this, give me that? Krishna himself is going to give us what we needed. But we want only Krishna, that I want only you. I want to come to Goloka. I want to be with you all the time. I don't want to struggle and suffer in this material world. That's what we should be asking Krishna. So that's why Krishna is saying that Asangasastrena dridena chitva tatat padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata nanivartanti bhuyaga tameva chvadyam purusham prabhatya yata pravrittigi prasiddha purani. So we should seek the place, having gone, we will not come back again into this material world. Tameva gatva. So once we go there, we will not come back. Yasmin gata nanivartanti bhuyaga. So that's what they meant. So that way, by Krishna's castness mercy, we have successfully finished 4 more slokas in the 4th chapter. We finished now 12 slokas. Hare Krishna. I will stop now and we will discuss if any questions are there. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Guruji.